Little did the children know that while they were excitedly eating their goodies and throwing their wrappings on the ground and singing songs, that a serious situation was about to take place right before their very eyes. A situation that could ruin the holidays for all the children in the world forevermore. One by one, the gleeful children become silent as they glance towards the woods. And all the children say,
I hear animals moaning.
Abby says it's probably
Mean Joey Jones playing a trick on us.
And the children all say,
Don't speak to any strangers.
And Abby says, Are there
any wild animals in our woods?
I've never heard of any wild animals in our woods, but...
And then everybody screams, all the reindeer scream.
Dangerous or wild.
We're not dangerous or wild. We're not deer. We're reindeer.
And I'm an apprentice elf.
And Dancer says,
Oh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
We've got to save Rudolph.
That's what we've got to do.
and the children all say,
Are those reindeer? Wait a minute. Are we talking to reindeer? Is this a dream? No, this is not a dream. This is a nightmare. Rudolph's laying over there, and he's moaning and groaning.
Rudolph's moaning and groaning.
We heard the moaning and groaning.
I couldn't tell where the moaning and groaning was coming from. I didn't want to leave the children alone to search. I'm a crossing monitor, and my job is to protect the children.
I'm Dasher. I'm Prancer. I'm Vixen.
I'm Ralphie.
Wow.
Rudolph was shivering.
So we put some brushes over him. But we're afraid of him. This couldn't possibly be happening.
They couldn't possibly be speaking to Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen.
We couldn't possibly be speaking to Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer couldn't possibly be going to heaven.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer couldn't possibly be going to heaven.
Could
he? It sure sounds that way. Alfie's looking for some wild berries to serve Rudolph's tum-tum.
And the children all ask,
Who's Alfie?
I don't recall a reindeer named Elfie.
Alfie drives Santa's sled.
The reindeer explain that Alfie has sent Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen home to the North Pole to tell Santa the terrible news. And the reindeer all say, crying, facing me, please. But what if...
What if they don't get their time?
And the children all say,
Don't say the thing.
don't even say such a thing.
Don't even say such a thing.
And in comes Alfie with his first line. Oh,
Gosh, I don't know this.
he just kept getting...
chubbier and chubbier. We couldn't understand why until we stopped by the lake.
By the way,
Where are we? Yes, where are we? What do you mean, where are you? You're in our town park. Dancer means what country are we in? The United States of America, the state of Virginia. No wonder it's so warm. Why did we listen to you, Elfie?
Yes, why did we listen to you, Elfie?
Oh dear, dear, dear. What made me think we were in Iceland? We're a long way from the North Pole. What have I done? I don't think the others are going to reach Santa in time to save Rudolph.
Everyone begins to cry. As the sadness of the situation hits them all at once. And everyone says, I'm so sad.
This is time to feel sorry for yourself. Explain what happened, and maybe I'll come up with a solution. I'm the top student in my class.
Well, we were arguing which way was north when it happened.
When what happened?
Reindeer.
Rudolph fell out of the sky! Oh no, he probably broke all of his bones. Actually,
We were about to take
off.
So
Rudolph didn't really fall from the sky, but he insists he did.
And Rudolph is very
dramatic. And he tripped over his own hoofs trying to take off.
because he's chubby.
Because he's chubby now. Rudolph's chubby now.
Answer?
Which we didn't understand.
Which we didn't understand until we stopped by the lake.
Until we saw Rudolph munching on some chicken fingers.
Until we saw Rudolph munching on some chicken fingers. Somebody might have left by the lake.
Somebody must have left by the lake. Okay, Vixen. Vixen, Santa says
we shouldn't eat junk food, but I don't think Rudolph listened to the lecture.
Dasher. Which we can understand.
Which we can understand. Sometimes Santa goes on and on about his rules and regulations.
And sometimes he gets annoyed with me for not listening.
And all the children say, our principal.
Well, Mr. Mason does that too.
Let's say it again, all together. Paying attention, Jules.
Our principal, Mr. Mason, does that too.
So the reindeer and Ralphie explained that they had been patiently standing by the lake, waiting for Rudolph to take a drink as he was feeling thirsty after eating the leftover chicken fingers, and without any...
Oh no, he didn't drink from our lake, I hope.
And the reindeer and Ralphie say...
Yeah, he didn't begin from your lake. Good bells and tinsel. Our lake is polluted. Polluted? Disgusting! How do you like be polluted? Yucky, disgusting.
The children look at one another, their eyes filled with guilt. Then they glance down at the wrappers around their feet. They know how the lake became polluted, but everyone's ashamed to admit what they had done. Finally, Elizabeth raises her hand.
We've never been able to swim in the lake, and that makes me angry. So I threw in all my papers, my school papers, the day I got a poor spelling grade, because I played my Wii instead of studying.
Yeah, the lake's been polluted because of the tyranny where my dad worked. So I didn't care when I threw a big eraser at Joey Jones and it bounced off his head into the lake. I threw broken crayons into the lake yesterday.
You mean to tell us you children have been dumping stuff into the lake? How disgusting. I thought you monitored these children. Not very well, obviously.
I'm supposed to keep them from harm. It's not my job to teach them manners.
Santa says keeping the rivers, lakes, and oceans clean, beautiful, and accessible is everybody's job. When I tell this to Santa, he might decide that no one who lives here deserves his thoughts and gifts.
Oh,
Don't say that.
Then it's probably your fault Rudolph was leaving this earth. You've all poisoned him.